Okay, so thank you so much for joining me today to talk a little bit more about your role as a business partner for our new T-level course. I wondered if we could start by just sort of telling us a little bit about what the Oldham Council and Unity do. Andrea, I'll start with you. I think you've got the hardest task to sort of describe what the council does. I think we all know what Oldham Council is, but to summarise it might be a little bit tricky. Can you run us through what Oldham Council does?
Yeah, sure. Can you hear me all right? Because it's very patchy at my end.
Yeah, you're in and out, but we'll keep going.
Okay. Yeah, sure. So, yeah, you're right. I mean, when people think of a council, they don't necessarily fully understand everything that is delivered in terms of all the services that a council does. So, it's a really exciting place to work. There's lots of different variety. We've got a real ambition for our borough and the residents. We partner across health and social care system, for example. We work with voluntary and charity sectors. So I suppose it's important to recognise that, because what we do as a council, we don't do on our own. We work with others to make sure that we're getting the best service out there to our residents, and whether that be adults and children's social care services, waste collection, highways, the school meals, all child, your early years education. There's such a vast range of delivery that the council does. Whatever career option you're looking for, and mention there some resident facing services, but there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes in the offices as well. Finance, communications, HR, the list is endless. So public sector is really out there as a good place to work if you're looking for a career that could offer you lots of different opportunities.
Yeah, definitely. And Aki, could you maybe talk a little bit about what Unity does and how you sort of partnership with the council? What's your role in that?
Yeah, of course. So Unity Partnership Limited is a wholly owned company of the Oldham Council. The company provides a range of services to the residents, communities and businesses across the borough, and that includes customer services, revenues and benefits, highways and property services as well. The company also provides business support services to the council and other partners, and that includes IT and digital, transactional HR and payroll services, and also accounts receivable and payable. We've got a small consultancy team as well, a business change function, and whilst the majority of our services are provided to the council for a non-profit making fee, there's an element of commercial delivery services as well that we offer to external customers in the borough and beyond as well.
Yeah, it's a really broad scope of what you guys cover, isn't it, across the partnership. Can you tell me a little bit, obviously the T-levels are a brand new course programme for 2020 and OSFC are one of the only providers in Greater Manchester to be showcasing the T-levels in 2020. Can you tell me a little bit about how important it was to become a business partner for the brand new T-levels? Aki, we'll start with you.
Yeah, so of course, I mean, the council entering a digital era now where transformation and technology will be at the front of offering for services to residents and shaping the future of the council's digital offering, whether that's reporting a pothole or whether that's how your bins are collected. We're looking for a digital way and how that's going to be done. So demand for IT and innovative ideas and growing talent within is the only way to ensure the successful delivery of programs now and in the future, I suppose. As we move forward, we feel as if growing, Oldham digital talent by engaging the generation of emerging and evolving digital skills was what we wanted to do, and how we could help the borough and our business essentially as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the point you've made there, especially nowadays when we are doing meetings digitally and we're spending a lot more time apart from each other and trying to use digital services and apps and websites and all that stuff is going to be more and more a part of our daily lives, isn't it? And I know it's hugely important. Andrea, can you maybe touch upon what you feel like the future of digital within your sector looks like. I know Aki mentioned a few points there, but what do you think the digital future and how the council are going to use that might look like?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I think, you know, Aki did touch on it then, and he's right. You know, we are looking at completely evolving how we digitalise the organisation so that residents can do what they need to do digitally. You know, we want to make sure that we're as efficient as possible in everything that we offer. And there's a lot of challenges that come with that, because we recognise that, you know, not everybody has digital technology at their fingertips. So it's making sure that we are offering the right solutions to our residents in the borough as well as what's just what we think is good in terms of digital offer. And I think it's important there to note, Megan, as well, that, you know, in terms of why it's important for us to be a partner for T-level placements, is because we see this as a big opportunity to help you know, young students to enhance their skills in the workplace. You know, we've been thinking for some time about how we would offer that, and we've worked with you know, apprenticeships for some time, and this feels like it's a good feeder route in, so that we can open up more opportunities after, you know, after a T-level qualification.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the main part of the T-level that I think it is such a great opportunity for these young, ambitious students is the fact that they get this this work placement built into the course that allows them to get hands-on experience within a sector, within an industry that they're studying about, and the two fit hand in hand really nicely. So yeah, like you say there, they're getting hands-on experience within their own community. So I'm sure lots of students will love to be able to feel part of that community a little bit more in depth with you guys, while also learning on the job and gaining that valuable experience. Maybe you could touch upon what a work placement with you guys might look like day to day. Maybe what will the students be getting involved in?
Yeah, I can tell that if you want. So I've spoken to our communications team, and you know, they're really keen to make sure that students are getting work ready, so that, you know, if we are lucky enough to find, you know, some talent that want to work with us in the future, that we know we've given them as much of those skills as possible. So the comms team tell me that they'll be expected in bright and early, because the world of comms can start, you know, very much first thing, depending on what's happened overnight. The media are always switched on to that. They'll have a team meeting. There'll be some ideas about how we get on with the business of the day. And that might be supporting the councillor to speak to the BBC, or it might be helping in terms of social media, creative content for Instagram, Facebook, etc. Or you may be writing copy for a local stakeholder, such as an MP, senior business leader, etc. So it's a huge variety of work that they might see day to day. Yeah, so I don't think any day is going to be the same.
No, definitely. Oh, it sounds like so much fun. I'm a little bit jealous of these students getting all these opportunities. And from a digital point of view, Aki, maybe you can talk about what the students can gain experience-wise from the digital point of view of the programme.
Yes, I mean, from a digital perspective, I mean, they'll be working with live projects in terms of what we're currently trying to implement within the borough, whether it's systems, data projects. So it'll be real life projects that they'll be having their input on. And I think it's also really important that they're going to be involved in this fast, constantly evolving environment where no 2 weeks are the same as well, in a digitally led environment. So we're always going to, in our services or in our IT function especially, we're always looking for ways where we can develop services and ideas where we can make things more digitally adapt. So the individual will have that real exposure. We'll be hoping that the individuals have a key focus in digitally led programs as well.
Oh, fabulous. Yeah, I think we just cut out there a little bit and lost you a bit, but I think we got the rounded idea of what you're getting at. Yeah, it sounds like an amazing opportunity. Like I say, the T levels are embedded in the idea that these students will be studying courses that are led by industry experts alongside a business placement within that sector. So it really is a fabulous opportunity. And our first cohort on the digital T level they're in college, they're with us, they're working hard and working towards that, which is really, really exciting. Sort of after the T level, after they've done a work placement, how important would you say it is to have that work experience as an employer? How important is that? If you saw that on a student's CV that they've had this work experience, what benefits would that give them?
Lots of benefits. Yeah, I think it's vital. I think you know, getting someone work ready is really a good stepping stone. I think the qualification itself does lend itself to all the skills that are needed, but it's how to become you know, a team player, how to get used to working in an office-based environment, that kind of schedule that you'll have on a day-to-day basis, how to understand deadlines, working deadlines, priorities. So it's all the things that maybe you can't learn at a college or you know, a place of education. You can only really learn that in the work environment, in the place itself. So if somebody has already got that on their CV, no matter how long or short period of time that is, it definitely will give them the edge. So I think for us as an employer, you know, that really helps to see that somebody's got that already.
Yeah, definitely. I think the balance.
I think just to add on to that as well. Yeah, I think just to add on to that as well, I mean, we have a digital academy at Unity where we recruit quite a lot of grads and degree apprentices as well. And one thing that we look for is something that's going to make the candidate stand out from others. So, I mean, what's better than real life work experience? I mean, if they compare to someone that's studying A levels or an MBQ, you know, they're going to stand out more because they've got this real life working experience. And when it comes to me talking to them, they can give me real life examples. So in the past, when we've had that, they've stood out more. So I think it's definitely going to be worthwhile for the individuals.
Definitely, it's just amazing that, like you say, if you want to leave college and go into employment or go into further education, having that skill set, obviously having the technical ability and the sort of teaching that we study in college, but alongside the real life skills that you gain from a work placement and an industry specific work placement, it's just invaluable for these students. It's amazing. Oh, thank you both for your time today. And we look forward to seeing you soon.